Let's go straight to the phone lines now and speak with the chairman of the PTA for the Achimota School, because they've released a statement which says the Achimota School PTA executives unreservedly and unequivocally supports the school's decision to enforce its rules with respect to the admission of 3 students with dreadlocks hairstyle. It goes on to quote Article 14(1)(e) of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana. And then let's go to Dr. Kwasi now. Doc, good morning. Thanks for joining us. So this statement is from you?
Yeah, good morning.
So this statement is from you?
Yes, it's from us. Great.
Tell us again why you stand with the school.
Well, we are parents of the school. Our children are there. Some of us have had older children passing through the school. We've seen the benefits of enforcing school rules. Some of us in the PTA executive are also old students of the school. So we've had experience with this school for, let's say, 30, 40 years. And we see how good, when the rules are enforced, how it benefits us and our children. That is why we believe the school rules, especially in this particular case, should be enforced and maintained.
Okay, but here's the case where the parents of the boys believe that their constitutional rights to express their religion, their religious freedoms, are being infringed upon, and the school is, responsible for that.
Well, Achimota does not suppress anybody's religion. We have Christians, Muslims, etc. in the school. What the school is enforcing is hairstyle or general appearance, but not one's religious belief. So we have Muslims who are in the school, and the girls don't wear hijab in the school, but when they leave the school compound, they can wear hijab. So it's not that the student can come in as a Rastafarian, but must conform to the general appearance as it is in the school rules. And if that affects the hair, it should be enforced.
Doc, for the Rastafari, the hairstyle is actually like how Christians, for instance, wear rosaries, or how Christians, for instance, pray in the morning. That for them is their religious expression, which is why for them it's a point of insistence.
Well, if we should allow this, then we must allow the Catholics to also walk around the school compound with roses around their neck or on their wrist. We should also be ready to accept traditionalists to come in with locks and cowries and caps, etc. We should also allow Buddhists to come in with their unique way of dressing and so on. And that's going to breed indiscipline. Any student can just get up, or parents can say that this is what I believe in, so our children should grow facial hair, have long hair, etc. And it's going to breed indiscipline and open the floodgates for something we don't think we can contain. So going by this rule that has been maintained over several decades, which hasn't brought any problem, we believe that's the way we should go.
Right. Respecting your views, Doc, but is it really a matter of indiscipline? Because people simply want to express themselves. Don't these religions teach discipline? Don't these religions teach an adherence to rules, so that if they're expressing themselves well, they are being good adherents to the religion, it could actually be used as a point of reference to correct them if things could go wrong?
I don't really get the premise of your question.
I'm saying that is it indiscipline for a Catholic to walk around with the rosary, or a Muslim to walk with a hijab, or a Rastafari to have long hair? Is it a matter of indiscipline, or it's simply a matter of worshiping God?
Well, in Achimota School, the students are allowed to worship in their various religious sects they belong to. And we also have a way where students have to appear decently. And it is important that uniformity is enforced across board. If we begin to allow people to appear differently based on their religious beliefs, we are opening the floodgates for people to appear anyhow, and maybe an eyesore for us parents, and maybe a way teachers, because imagine somebody can have some, I don't know whether you know how Mr. T used to look like in the 80s. Somebody can appear with Mr. T type of hairstyle and say that that's what he or she believes in. Because you've allowed one, then you need to allow all. And this is something parents are fearful it could happen. Therefore, enforcing this age-old rule that has helped us over the years is the best way to go.
And again, Doctor, just to try and understand your position well, and just playing the devil's advocate on this side, what is so wrong if you go to a school and children have creative hairstyles, or children isn't the focus of the school studying and educating and nurturing them? Isn't the grades the most important and the knowledge they gather most important, as opposed to, just a hairstyle?
Well, you may say just a hairstyle, but a hairstyle could also be a distraction from the academic pursuits while the children are there. These hairstyles do need to be maintained, which could also take away time from the academic work. So to be a distraction, you know how students behave when they see this hairstyle, they see other hairstyle. Some of these have to be maintained, time, weather chemicals, other resources, and so on. And that is an unnecessary waste of resources, time resources, and other resources, which is not the focus of the school. The focus is education, and bringing these other extracurricular distractions in will take away time from why the kids are there. So that is why hairstyle is not just a hairstyle or just an expression of oneself, but also important to the academic pursuit.
But again, if I may, the parents who are sponsoring the child's education have no problem if it distracts their children from their books, or if their children have to maybe spend on more hairstyles, or maybe their children are affected, if they indeed are, because of these. So if their parents have made that choice, are we not, forcing their hand to do something they don't want to do?
No, I believe every parent chooses Achimota School because they are pursuing academic and holistic excellence. So when the kids come into Achimota School's job is to ensure that they turn out kids who perform very well, academically, and also holistic development. So the school cannot say that the parent does not care if the child does not do well. And over the years, when the school results don't go the way we expect, parents complain. When they follow terminal reports and there are challenges with it, parents complain. So we cannot assume that parents do not care if the academic results don't turn out well.
So pardon me, the hairstyle would affect the students' exam performance?
Yes, if it distracts from academic work, it can. Just like any other disciplinary issues we put in, the focus of the school is academic and holistic development. So there are many.
But these are boys who were in school and they performed well in the past, and they did not fail. They passed to go to Achimota with their hairstyles, so they've demonstrated that it does not in fact distract from the academics at all.
Hello,
Doc, are you with me?
Yeah, I didn't get the last part of your question.
I was saying that if they have performed so well in their earlier examinations to pass and go to a first-class school like Achimota School, isn't that a demonstration that having this hairstyle does not distract from their academic work?
Well, you see, they may have been in a day school while they were in JHS. Okay, Achimota is a boarding institution. Achimota School mainly boarding and day. And it's a school environment, it's a school community. And over the years, the school administration knows what can breed indiscipline. It knows how the children must conform academically and otherwise in order for us to get good grades and develop the children holistically. And appearance is one way that can take away from academic pursuits.
Right.
So we believe that the uniformity of appearance goes a long way to ensure that we focus on what the school is supposed to do.
Dr. Andre Kwasi, thank you very much for joining us this morning on News Desk.